What's going on, guys? Spikezillion here, and today I am very happy to report that we have new Solfachords support. Let's fucking go, baby! We got new Solfachords. Hell yeah, baby! We are in! We are ready to play for some new Solfachord cards. I'm so excited for that, and let me tell you, these cards are a fucking banger. They're so epic, and so I have built a new funny haha list. This is definitely not definitive. I won't say this is the greatest list ever, although it is, objective fact. But, like, realistically speaking, this list will still bang. It'll be a super epic list for you guys to play and try out. So I really recommend it. Realistically, you could cut 4 cards out of the deck, and the first 4 are right in front of us. You could cut Diviners and Trias, but I just love the engine. It's just super brain-dead easy and just kind of fun to have and whatever. It's just a perfectly valid set of cards. I think they're fine, but with enough about that, let's talk about the non-engine first. We're gonna see 3 thrust and 1 talents. I just love these cards regardless of if I'm going first or second. These cards are fucking broken. They should just be banned. Thrust, your only going first target is this guy, Soul of Supreme King. But, you know, in the future, we could look at some other options. I know there's 14 cards in the side deck. I haven't really definitively decided on the side deck for this deck yet. It's kind of a mixed bag. I find that Battle Fate kind of sucks balls in this deck, so evenly matched felt right here, but it might be wrong. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not sure. But for thrust target, it's definitely D-Barrier, if not Soul Supreme King. It's pretty sweet. You can also do Imperm, I guess, too. So yeah, there's a couple different options for thrust. Talents is just talents. You're just going to draw 2 most of the time, probably. I don't imagine you're going to do Take Control, but you could. It's kind of bonus, but you could do it. Yeah, so then Soul of Supreme King is also here. I guess that's considered non-engine technically. You get to special summon Z-Arc from it, and the reason this works is because my little friend here, Coolia, says that any Pendulum monsters this card points to cannot be negated. So you summon Z-Arc off of this, and normally it negates its effects, but it doesn't matter because you're underneath the Coolia, meaning that this will Raigeki the board for free! It's so good! So yeah, this is a great card. Yeah, so that's what Soul Supreme King does. We also have Crossout, we have Nibiru, and that's about it. Now, again, you could put, like, Ash or Fua or whatever in here instead. I have just opted out entirely of the hand traps in this particular list just for funsies. I wanted to try something a little bit different, a little bit more, going second focused, because, you know, going second is probably one of the weakest points of this deck, I think, overall, with the amount of negates that are being swung around like crazy in the, you know, most recent formats. I think it makes more sense to kind of prepare yourself for the worst going second, especially if you are really bad at dice rolls like me. But anyway, with that said, let's talk about the Solfachord cards. So, we'll talk about the new cards first, because we want to talk about what they do. So we have Solfegia, or Solfegia? I think it's Solfegia. But anyway, Solfegia is a level 2 scale 9, which is pretty epic. And it has a pendulum effect and a monster effect that are unique to this card, which is pretty cool. So we'll talk about the monster effect first. If you control all monsters, or all monsters you control are Solfachords, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is great, because the only other special summon for free that was in the deck was Dreamia before. One that was relevant, because you're not using Coolia's effect, let's be honest, it's stupid. And then you can also tribute this card when you activate this effect. During your main phase, you can special summon a Solfachord monster from your hand, or if you tributed this card at activation, you can special summon a monster from your graveyard or face-up extra deck instead. This sounds like you would never want to tribute. However, there's a very nice notable thing about this is that on the crackback, this does allow you to special summon stuff like Gracia for effectively free, and then get your spell search. So it gives you a couple different ways to be able to get to Gracia to get your searches, which is why we're not playing her at 3 copies anymore, because she's kind of not needed at 3 copies now. Which is amazing. That's kind of fantastic news, because Gracia in the hand kind of hurts if there's nothing else in your hand. So it's kind of nice to be able to thin out the ratios of the high monsters a little bit. So it's pretty nice. So yeah, that's basically it. It's mainly used for the special summon from the hand effect, but you can use it for the extra deck effect as well, which is pretty sweet. You can also use a discard effect like on this card, which we'll get to later, and then special summon the guy back by tributing the Solfachords rather than just doing the special from hand effect. So that's also pretty sweet. Overall, I think this is a really well-made card just for the monster effect alone, but the pendulum effect is also insane. And it's a hard once. When a monster effect activated by your opponent on the field resolves, comma, if you control a Solfachord monster, comma, Gran Solfachord, which is like the Link 2 and Link 3, you can negate that effect, comma, then destroy this card. This is a Ryziel fucking Cross, guys. This is Ryziel Cross on a fucking pendulum monster. This is incredible. This is broken. This card is so good. For that reason, this card is amazing. So I love this shit. It's definitely going to be on the Pantheon. It's going to be in the Hall of Fame. This is a banger card. Fantastic. Next, we have the Primoria. This card's interesting for a number of reasons, but one thing that's fantastic about it is its ability to be able to be used in the combo. Whether it was intentional or not, we'll soon find out, but you'll see it in the combo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really, really interesting. I didn't think this would be as good as it is, but it's really, really good. Kind of the Harpy channeler of the combo, if you will. When you pendulum summon a monster, you can target a Solfachord card in your pendulum zone and return it to the hand. That's the pendulum effect. This effect is basically just another version of the Scale 9 guy. I think it's Kaido Kendo Spirit. But it's optional, which is kind of nice, because it means that if I were to, I don't know, get a second pendulum summon, which we'll get to in a moment, I can bounce on the second pen summon, not the first. So that's pretty sweet. It's a pretty cool effect, all things considered. Okay, you can only activate the first and third effect once per turn. So the second effect, we'll just talk about that first. Your activated Solfachord card's effects cannot be negated while you have Solfachord cards with even and odd scales in your zone. So this literally gives the fucking Link 3 effect to this, except it's not for every pendulum card, it's only for Solfachord cards effects, which still is fucking crazy. This is such a good card in tandem with this, right? Because Elegance is going to place an odd and even scale, right? And then you can normal summon this, and now this can't be negated. What the fuck? Like, that's insane. That's insane. This card's so good. And then the first effect, again, first and third effect are once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Solfachord card from your deck to your hand. So again, any card, which is insane. So this is literally Cutia or Gracia, whatever the fuck you want. This card's nuts. And if you link summon a Solfachord monster, you can add a Solfachord card from your graveyard or face-up extra deck to your hand. So it's fantastic. Because this gives you the opportunity to grab one of your spells back and use it again. Not immediately, but you can use it. Well, you can use it immediately, but we'll get to that in just a second. Yeah, this card is phenomenal because, yeah, it just gives you way better crackback, which they didn't really need. Their crackback was really good already, but this is making it way better. For no reason. So this deck is phenomenal now. I'm very, very happy with this choice. This is a fantastic card. Very, very well written. Well written, as in broken. But anyway, yeah. And then the third, and probably the most important card of the three, to be honest. This card is nuts. This card does so much shit. It's unbelievable. And it's really only the first two effects. The third effect kind of sucks. But that's kind of the same as Elegance. Elegance always had the first effect sucks. First effect is just buns. But the second and third effect were always pretty good. Especially the second effect, because it's unashable. This, my friends, is your replacement, ladies and gentlemen, to Duelist Alliance. Finally. Finally, we have a replacement of Duelist Alliance, and we don't have to use that stupid card anymore. Thank God. It's obviously still ashable, and that does suck, but it's not going to be one of the first things they'll choose to ash. They might try to ash this first. I don't know. We'll see. This is a fantastic card. So you can activate one of these effects. However, you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So keep in mind, that doesn't mean one effect per turn. That means one effect per activation, but each effect is once per turn. Yes, that's right. So I can get this. I can have 2 copies of this card and use 2 different effects. Like, huh? This card's broken. This card's insane. So what are the effects? Well, the first effect is insane because, again, it replaces Duelist Alliance. Discard a card, and if you do, add 2 Solfachord Pendulum monsters with different scales from your deck to your hand. Then, you can special summon a Solfachord Pendulum monster from your hand up to the number of monsters your opponent controls +1. So if you're going second and they have 3 monsters on their board, you can literally just special summon 4 Solfachord monsters for no reason! For free! Free! This card's broken! This card's insane! So yeah, and good luck chain blocking the asshole. Good luck with that. Anyways, during your main phase's turn, you can conduct a Pendulum Summon of a Solfachord monster in addition to a Pendulum Summon. Second Pendulum Summon! Oh my god, this card's so good! It's so broken! Oh my god, it's so good! And then, the worst effect is still really good. Special Summon 2 Solfachord cards from your Pendulum Zone. Not really that useful. Doesn't really come up very often from all the practicing I've done with this list. But it might be useful one day. We'll see. It's still a really good effect. It's way better than the first effect of Elegance, so take it or leave it. It's still really good. These cards are phenomenal. Like, I don't know how to stress this enough. I've been only talking about this deck for 11 minutes. Only 11 minutes. I know, sorry. Dude, this deck's amazing now. It's broken. So let's talk about the rest of the list. I'm sure you already looked at everything. We have 3 Diviner, 1 Trias. I don't have to explain that. Diviner, however, can get now the level 2, or the level 1, or the Cutia. So you have 3 good options for Diviner, which is fucking awesome. So that's great. We have 3 copies of Coolia, 1 copy of Beautia, 2 copies of Angelia, because we don't really need more than 2. Same thing with Gracia. We don't really need them, and we don't really want them either. It kind of sucks to have, like, only Gracia in your hand, because the scale's really bad. You can fix it with the field spell, but, like, it kind of sucks. Fancia, you kind of still want to have 3 copies because it's the other ideal normal summon if you don't normal summon Primoria already. But yeah, either way, they're still good. You want to play 1 Elidia just to have the name. The card kind of sucks. Realistically, you could probably cut the card, but I like having the name in there. It's just nice. 2 Dreamia. You could probably play 3, but I think I would rather not see 2 in my hand. I think, ideally, I'd like to only see 1, so it kind of makes the ratios okay to put 2, 2, and 2 of these guys, because these 3 are the ones that you want to see sometimes, but you don't want to see, like, constantly in your hand all the time. Sometimes you want to add, you know, one or 2 or both, or the other, or whatever. You know what I mean. You get what I'm trying to say. 3 copies of Solfachords. No shit. 3 copies of Cutia. She's still pretty necessary and pretty strong. You could maybe cut 1 Coolia. I forgot to mention that. But I think Cutia at 3 is kind of necessary. Because, you know, Monster Search so you can get Primoria is kind of a big deal. Primoria is obviously at 3. No shit. We have 3 Elegance. 3 Happiness because it's a phenomenal card. 3 Harmonia. Because the field spell is still really strong. The effects are still really, really good. So I kind of want to see it a lot anyway. And then Symphony, I have 1 currently, but you could probably cut it. It's not that great. It's like, it's okay, but it's certainly not amazing. I like the fact that it's a non-target destroy. It's fine. And it's also a draw 1. With full combo, it is actually both, so that's kind of cool. 1 Soul Supreme King, 1 Crossover Designator, and 1 Nibiru, alongside 3 Thrust and 1 Talents. For the extra deck, we have kind of an interesting extra deck list. This is very much a police lineup, so bear with me here. We have very few low link ratings. A lot of it is high link rating, and that's just because I was kind of just messing around with some funny, gimmicky stuff. But there's some opportunity for flexibility here. Hard to say, but for now, this is what I've come up with. We have Z-Arc, Underworld Goddess, Firewall Dragon, Access Code Talker, Grand Solfachord Coolia, Exceed the Pendulum, Grand Solfachord Musician, SP, Beyond the Pendulum, IP, Herald of Mirage Light, because it is a send fairy from hand, negate the activation of a spell, which is great, because we don't have a lot of spell negation here at all, other than like the Omni Negate of Coolia, I guess. We have Unicorn, Cerberus, which is pretty replaceable, but the reason we have Cerberus is just to make Abao, who is next on the list. And lastly, you're not going to believe this shit, but we can make this guy, and I will show you a combo that uses the V-Link. It's very funny. So we have Firewall, Dragon, Singularity in the ballpark as well. For the side list, I just threw this together, so take this with a grain of salt. I have Nibiru, Fuelos, Evenly, Imperm, D-Berry. Realistically, the Imperm is very optional. The Fuelos is very optional. The Nibiru is maybe optional. I could see myself maybe playing, like, instead I would play, like, Meowls or something. I don't know. Or Perulia, right? For this kind of format, probably Perulia. But, yeah. Phenomenal list. Phenomenal list. Banger list. So, let's check out a couple replays. I have 2 replays I have for you, and I want to show you both to give you an idea of some of the sick combos you can do with this deck. Alright, the first combo of the 2 is the one that I think that most people will probably make. And the second combo is a very funny V-Link combo that I really think you should just check out because it's very funny. We're going to normal summon Primoria here. Primoria effect, we're going to search Happiness. This hand's also pretty good, by the way, already. We're going to do Happiness, discard to search 2. We're going to search the Solfachords and the Angelia. We're going to special the Gracia here. Oh, the holograms are weird. Gracia effect, we're going to search Elegance here. We're going to go Elegance. We're going to scale 2. We're going to scale the Solfachords and Primoria from deck. Go Solfachords to special itself here. Solfachords effect, we're going to special the Cutia. Cutia effect is going to search us the Dreamia. So now we have all of our special summons available. We're going to summon 5 and get Nibiru. It's time to get Nibiru. Anyways, it's fine. We're going to link 2 into the Beyond the Pendulum. Beyond the Pendulum effect. We're going to search for the Beautia, because at this point we've searched everything under the fucking sun. We're going to link 3 into the Coolia before we do our before we do our Pendulum summoning here. And then we're going to link it to SP, because why not? We might as well, so we have 3 zones still. And now we do Pench summoning. We're going to summon lots of cards. Primoria, Fancia, Beautia, Angelia, all sorts of goodies. We're going to do the Angelia to get the Coolia, to get the boss monster available in our rotation here. Fancia is going to place the Aledia, so we have all the names basically now available to us. We have the Musician here, we have the Primoria over here. Primoria, because the Musician got summoned there, we get to add a Happiness back from the grave, and we get to do the effect of Happiness to get a second pen summon. We have Herald of Mirage Light here. We're going to do our next Pendulum summon, just because we can at this point. It literally is bonus. And we're going to do Primoria and then Chain Musician, which we actually should have did the opposite, so we can Chain Block, so we can't get ashed. Musician is going to add another copy of Solfachords for the Crackback, and the Primoria is going to be added to our hand here. We're going to do Musician to switch the Primoria with the Coolia, so that way we have the Coolia set up for the Gran Solfachord Coolia. We've Exceed the Pendulum here, which is literally bonus. Exceed the Pendulum, we special summon out a Gracia just because we can. And there we go, we have Firewall Dragon. So, what did we learn? We have 2 bounces with Firewall Dragon, 2 simultaneous bounces. We have an Omni Negate. We have basically Ghost Ogre with extra steps. We have a Monster Negate that's Risial Cross, so it's on res negate. We have SP, and we have a Spell or Trap Fairy discard negate the activation and destroy. So this is a phenomenal combo. There's a lot going on in this. But I'm sure you guys understood exactly what was happening. This is such a phenomenal board. I love this deck now, because I was getting this very consistently. This is a really easy combo to pull off. The zones matter. Just keep that in mind. So like you have to kind of put Musician over here, and you kind of want to put Primoria kind of as far away as possible, because you're going to link it off later. But you don't want to link it off too early, and you might be able to link off very early on with these for these slots here. So you want to put Musician kind of out of the way, and then put Primoria out of the way of Musician as well. As long as you're using Coolia on this zone, I mean. But if you're using it on this, you just mirror everything. But yeah, if you ever want to go back in the recording, just go back into the replay of what you just saw in the video, and just double check to make sure that you have the proper zones, because the zones do matter here, and they're very important. So, but anyway, that's that combo. Let's show the other combo now. Okay, now this combo is friggin' hilarious. This combo is so funny. And it also gets to show off Diviner a little bit here. So we're going to do Diviner effect here. We're going to send Trias. Trias effect. We're going to tribute the Diviner. Summon the Trias. We're going to do Diviner effect. We also have Soul of the Supreme King here, by the way, which is nice. For Moria effect, we're going to search the Happiness. We're going to activate the Happiness. We're going to discard the Elidia because she's useless to us. Solfachords and the Gracia, and we're going to special the Gracia. Gracia is probably going to get the Elegance. Yep. And then we're going to do Elegance here. Scale 2. We're going to place the Cutia because we can get her later anyway. Since we have a scale 0 now, we can now Pendulum Summon her, which is awesome. But we can also do the Harmonia here to add the Cutia back to our hand, which is kind of unnecessary. I feel like you could actually do more with something else there, but it's okay. I just wanted to mention that in case you were curious. You actually probably could have kept the Cutia in the extra deck there. And now we're gonna scale. We're gonna Pendulum Summon here all of our friends. Solfachords, Cutia, Gracia, everybody. Everybody's coming back. All of our friends are coming back. We're gonna do the Cutia effect here. We're gonna get the Coolia here. So that's great. We have the Angelia now. We're gonna get a Fancia. Fancia's gonna place the Beautia probably. Yup, perfect. We link 2 into Musician. This is gonna get us Primoria effect here. Primoria is gonna get us back to Happiness. We can do a second Pen Summon. We're gonna link 3 into Exceed the Pendulum here. Exceed is going to get us the Solfachords. Exceed the Pendulum here is going to special back the Elidia from the graveyard because Exceed can do that because it's very broken and good. Here we go. We have Singularity. There's Singularity. We're going to do Happiness to do a second Pen Summon now because now we have 3 zones available to us. I think technically 4, but there's the 3. And then we summoned 4 guys for that. We do Primoria to bounce itself, and then we place the Coolia in there. We now have the IP in the V zone, so now we have a V-Link going here, which is awesome. We have the Fancia, and there we go. We have Herald of Mirage Light on top of that. So we have Herald of Mirage Light, we have IP Masquerena, we have the V-Link going on here with the Singularity. By the way, between you and me, the Singularity is kind of useless here. The only way that Singularity is going to get any use here for its quick effect is only if this Soul of Supreme King Z-Arc gets sent to the graveyard somehow, which it probably won't, but we could always IP with the Z-Arc so we can get the Singularity effect as well. And then we have the Omni Negate, we have the Coolia, so again we have the Ghost Ogre with extra steps, we have the Rizio Cross, and we have the Spell and Trap, negate the activation, and destroy. This deck is unfucking believable. Also, we have the Raigeki with the Soul of the Supreme King, and we have IP. Which realistically, I don't know if we can even V-Link after this, legally. I guess you can make A-Bow. That's about it, really. I think, I guess you could technically make Underworld Goddess as well, I think. I think that would legally V-Link. You would need 4 monsters, but you could technically do it. You could probably do IP, Herald of Mirage, Z-Arc, plus their monster, and make Underworld Goddess here as well. So, it's not bad. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something useful. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will hopefully do a stream where I'll try out these new cards when they eventually show up in Master Duel. Because it's definitely Master Duel for sure. Definitely, for sure. Definitely not a mod, for sure. Or maybe I'll try to do something else entirely. We'll see. We'll try to do something with these cards, because I'm really excited about these cards right now, and I really want to play them right now, but I gotta wait. So, for the meantime, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.